Well, I believe the Patriots will win the Super Bowl again. Even if Tom Brady wasn't under center or whoever they have, they could probably put Julio Edelman to be their starting quarterback and they could still win. There's no team as prepared as the Pats when it comes to getting ready for a Super Bowl run. They don't look just for tomorrow's game against, the Dolphins or tomorrow's game against the Broncos. They look forward into the team they have to play in week 3 and its season hasn't even started. They go into scenarios thinking, what if this player doesn't start, or what if we don't have this guy? They're always ready because they don't have to rely on Gronk or whoever. It's not whose names is on the back of the jersey. It's how the coaches got their players ready to play out there. So that way, when scenario X happens, they don't have to worry about, oh crap, we don't have Edelman, who's going to catch the ball. It's next man up, better than any other franchise has it. The problem that most teams have is when they have like a big name, like Atlanta has Julio. If Julio is down, then that means Atlanta really has to reorganize their offense to compensate for not having such a big star. Same thing if New York OBJ went down last season. We didn't know what to do. We were throwing water boy everybody out there just because one, our coach didn't prepare them for that scenario. Then two, our coach wasn't prepared himself for that to happen. Bill Belichick's been through it. He hasn't had the greatest cast all throughout his whole coaching career. So he's been fortunate enough to have everything ready to make sure that his team is ready to go no matter who's out there. When they lost Vince Wilfork on their defensive side, everybody thought their defense was going to take a loss. So he adapted them. He got whoever was next man up. He put him out there and made him look like Super Bowl contenders because that's what their coaching staff does. That's why when you have other teams like, you know, let's say for example the Rams, if Aaron Donald was to go down, just the fact of how much of a threat he is, they're going to be really bad for the simple fact that they won't know how to compensate for having such a strong offense, a strong defensive minded person or a strong presence. That's what I meant to say. They don't know how to compensate for losing him, therefore causing their team to really take a step back. If the Rams lost Gurley, what will happen to the run game? It's not like they really have a well set backup running back. That's why New York's running game has always been atrocious since Tiki, Jacobs and all those other guys that we used to have. Even when we had Rashad, we couldn't even use Rashad to his full potential just because our coaching staff didn't know how to get the best out of their players. Same thing with our defense. Our defense was great while we were still under, Tom Coughlin with Spagnuolo and everybody else. But as soon as McAdoo walked into the building, got his stuff set up, it pretty much made our team take a full step back. The fact that our defense already had chemistry, and with the addition of Jenkins that year, it boosted us up, but it still didn't unlock our full potential. It's like putting restraints on your body. You're gonna run, but not as fast as you want to.